Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Cybertron Wizard here, and today we're going to be going over every Marvel Rivals character, starting with the strategist or the supports of this game. Let's go with Loki first. So Loki, he heals with his primary fire. As you can see, it's not that great, but we'll get to why in a few seconds. So his damage also comes from his primary fire, kind of like Ana. So again, it's not that great. You don't have to actually aim it with them; it is burst. So yeah. Let's go on to why he can heal so much more and why he can do more damage as well. So he can have up to 3 versions of himself or 2 clones. So you can do this, and then you can drop a clone where you are, and then do this. And then now look at his healing output all of a sudden. All 3 of these people are shooting at the same target. Now look at his damage output. It's also significantly increases. Like before it was taking so much, but now it takes like 5 shots. And those people have target the same people you do. So yeah, if these clones aren't destroyed, they're gonna really want to deal with this. You can also swap with these clones. So you want to reposition, you can swap with them. So yeah, good to juke people out, but he is a harder character because you have to manage your clones and just know overall what you're going to be doing and your setup. So that is this character in a nutshell. Let's go with left shift. It converts the damage they take into healing. So as you can see, this guy's getting healed by the damage he takes. All of the clones drop that as well. So if you want to have 3 clones nearby to maximize the surface area that you cover with it, or maybe have a clone next to your ally, and he can get the damage he takes into healing conversion. And then his Q is just Echo from Overwatch. So we're going to be and Luna Snow can also heal this. Yeah, and then you spawn with your ult.
I am ready to put on a show.
We'll discuss this character later, but yeah, he basically spawns with the character that he clones. Ult. So this is really useful in situations where you want to clutch a team fight, or you can transform into the DPS or their support and use their ult. It's pretty good, team fight winning. Say they have some high burst damage coming up, and you want to shift into her and use her ult to cancel that, something like that. So yeah, it's pretty good ult. Basically Echo from Overwatch. So my final thoughts on this character, when you should play him, is that he's pretty hybrid character. He can do damage, he can do healing, and he is gimmicky. He will require a lot of one-tricking to find success on him, and really knowing the ins and outs of the games. You have to know what every character does as well to maximize his ult usage. Not the best, but is a very cool character that I could see getting a lot of value out of if you're really good at it. So I can't really find a situation for the best support pick, but he is definitely a cool pick. Now let's move on to Mantis. So Mantis is basically the life weaver of Marvel Rivals. You heal with your right click, and it is a healing over time. As you can see, he's taking damage, but he's still getting healed over time. So don't feel like you have to spam this like you can with Weaver or something. No, this guy's gonna be healed over time for a while. So yeah, basically the full, right? Because those bots don't really do that much damage. So yeah, how you get these back, right? Say you're spamming this a lot. How you get these back is that you critical strike. So if you critical strike, you just get 1 back. These are projectiles, so they are pretty hard to land. But as you can see, that took some time to get there. But if you spam this at choke, then it'd be pretty nice. Yeah. So basically, what your passive does is heal yourself over time when you use your orbs or basically blossoms, right? So if I take some damage here, as you can see, my HP bar at the bottom turned green, and is also healing because I healed this guy, right? And I used my orb. So that's basically that, and it also gains you movement speed. So as you can see, I ran faster because I healed this guy. E grants allies a boost, so it takes an orb, as you can see now 3, and it grants them a damage boost. Obviously that's a bad usage, but yeah, over here, for example, or over here, wow, all of them are bad. Okay, yeah, over here, it will kill this guy faster than it did before. F grants me a damage boost, so 3 shots. I mean, yeah. there's a huge difference though. Like, wait for this to like be over. This is 2 shots versus 2 shots with the damage boost. As you can see, there is a difference. How much of a difference it makes, I don't really know the exact stats. Probably healing your allies will be, inspiring your allies will be probably better than inspiring yourself usually. But if you really want to carry games, then, you know, and your teammates are useless, which, a spoiler alert, they do end up being quite a bit, then, you know, your F might be distracted. And then your left shift is like a sleep dart, basically, like Ana. Literally puts them to sleep, has like the same cooldown and icons and everything. And you know, it's not really like an aim heavy ability. It does have a drop off, but yeah, so you can't spam it from here, but if you're like right next to them and like they dive you, say, you can just like do that and like go like sleep them. Yeah. Your Q is basically Brig Rally and Lucio Speed Boost. So this overheals if they're already full HP or starts healing when they are not. And then it also grants everyone movement speed. So, and then you can like still be like active while being in your Q. And by the way, I forgot to like kind of give like a synopsis on Mantis. So when I would recommend Mantis is that when you're like against dive comps, Sleep Dart is not like a skill shot, it's just like there, right? So you can sleep them, and then healing over time really like sustains you versus like a Black Panther or like a Spider-Man. So that's pretty good usage case for Mantis. Now let's move on to Luna Snow. So her passive is that she skates when moving forward, so it gains extra movement speed, but if you move side, then like, you know, it stops. So basically, like if you want to escape like characters, you can just like do this. Like basically like soldier strafing, like from Overwatch. Yeah. So that's her passive right there. So you always want to like maximizing this. You know, like just like make yourself the hardest target to hit. Yeah. So she's kind of like a mixture of Ana and Lucio, where her left click heals allies and damages enemies. It can critical strike as well, unlike Ana. Yeah. But okay, let's move on to the next thing that she has. It's a sleep dart, or basically another sleep dart. Her right click is a sleep dart. So yeah, it freezes them, and then as soon as they take damage, it wakes them up. Your left shift restores your own health when you damage or heal allies. So let me take some damage here.
That one hurts.
So yeah, as soon as you cast it, actually heals them. And it also does increase healing to your allies, although this doesn't critically strike on enemies. So it's probably better to like first heal your allies. Your E is like a Zen Orb, but with a twist. So if I put my E on this guy and then heal this guy, both of them get healed. You see that? Like I can heal him, but he's also getting healed. So this is good to leave on like a flanker, like maybe Star-Lord, or you know, like maybe like Venom or Iron Man that you're not really going to look at. So while you're healing your teammates, then they also get healed in the process. So basically with your Q, you just become Lucio. This is increased movement speed, and this is increased healing. Actually, let me make sure. Yeah, no, this is a damage boost actually. So yeah, increased damage boost and increased healing. You are not immortal during that. You do have overhealth HP at the bottom, which is decaying still. You don't grant your allies overhealth, but you do get overhealth yourself. So yeah, make sure to save that to like counter big ults. It's pretty useful. So my thoughts on her is that she's overall like a very good pick. Great healing damage, powerful ult in brawl comps, and she's good with flankers. So let's go to Rocket Raccoon.
Some of my best friends.
So Rocket Raccoon is like the Baptiste of Overwatch. So these things bounce off like all over the place.
Just what we need.
And they heal allies. So they actually like slow down when they're near allies and like heal both, as you can see. Your left shift, left click is just the AR. It can critically strike, as you can see. And yeah, so your E, as soon as they're about to die, if you pop this before they die, then it can revive them where they are. And your left shift is like the best get out of get out of jail free card. So actually, let me like save this for when this guy's about to die.
Relay deployed.
So he's just gonna get revived right here, as you can see. And it only revives one ally, and there's a 45-second cooldown. So it is kind of like mercy res. However, if you use this ability when you don't have any allies dead, then it does grant armor packs, kind of like maybe Sim 1.0 if I remember it correctly. So his passive is that you can like slow descent and also wall climb.
More bad guys.
And again,
Just
like I
what we
said, his
need.
left is the best get out of jail free card. Like, oh, if you see like a Spider-Man diving your Venom like ult about to pop out of the ground, then you can just be like, oh, and just like fly away. That's it. Like that's how you play this character. Like really ratty, because I guess like he is a wizard. So yeah, just sit in the back, poke, and like heal. Very good healing output. Your Q is an Ursa Bongo from Overwatch 1, if you guys are familiar. So it will grant damage boost to all of these allies.
This is real firepower.
So I guess like he just died there. But yeah, like I can kill him much easier.
Double kill.
So let me just like show you guys doing the same stuff. Yeah, like it took significantly longer, right? Without my ult. So what I would recommend this Rocket Raccoon character is that since you don't really have to aim your healing orbs, he's a really good character that can fit in most comps. He's especially good in bunker comps where like, you know, if your Punisher like maybe dies, then you can just revive him immediately. Or also he has like a synergy with Punisher naturally, which is that he drops his Z, which is like a infinite firing and reload speed and like basically infinite ammo ability. So it's pretty good synergy with the Punisher as well. So it's good in bunker setups with like maybe Punisher and Namor, I'd say, and then he's also highly flexible, so you can run him in like any comp and still be fine. So really good support pick overall. Next, I'll cover Adam Warlock. So I will describe him as the Moth Meta Mercy of this game. So yeah, his E is weird because you don't actually heal with like this primary fire. You heal with your E. So he is hit scan, by the way. But yeah, so the main healing does come with E. It heals multiple allies that are linked and need it. So you get it like every around 5 seconds. Yeah. So make sure like you know when to use it. It heals like way more than it looks like it should. Let me just like stop killing these bots so they can do some damage. Yeah, so I'd say like around here, yeah, as you can see, he becomes fully healed. So it's pretty good. Don't spam this ability, like know when to really use it. But what your main concern is going to be is your left shift. This ability is like pretty broken, right? So basically, if you do this, then all the damage that this guy's taking gets transferred to all three of them. Is get evenly distributed. So as you can see, that guy over there was taking some damage as well, and getting healed, of course, by the left shift. But yeah, he was taking damage that this guy was taking, even though he's not really taking any damage. But he's also getting healed at the same time. So yeah, as you can see, pretty good healing output. Yeah. So his right click is just like filler damage. To be honest, not really that useful. You can just do it whenever though. You charge it up for more damage.
Double kill.
And then this is where he really shines, right? Let me actually just die here. I need two situations to happen. Okay, so one, that guy dies, and then I also die, right? So my passive is Cocoon, where I can revive myself, and then my Q is that I can just revive my dead ally. So as you can see, pretty Moth Meta Mercy like, where you just like camp and you wait until your entire team's dead and just revive your entire team. Yes, this can revive 5 people. Like it can actually revive 5 people. So yeah, your passive has a pretty long cooldown, but it does like regenerate. It's not just like once per life, like in a lot of games which have this type of ability. But yeah, your Q can revive your whole team. So basically, you want to be like abusing this character as much as you can, to be honest. He's a good hybrid character, which can be very annoying to deal with. His abilities are like long cooldown for a reason, right? Because they're really good. Shift can make people just seem immortal, and yeah, like look at how little damage he's taking, even though he's supposed to be taking damage, right? And then combined with his like multi-heal ability, he just becomes like a really good character. If you have this as a secondary support, say like after Luna Snow or like Rocket Raccoon or something. Now our final support is going to be Jeff the Land Shark. So his passive is that he receives less critical hit damage. So I don't really know if I can demonstrate this anyhow. Yeah, like I don't know if I can demonstrate this. But yeah, so his left click is a healing. like, I'll demonstrate. Yeah, so his left click is like a Zarya beam or like a Symmetra beam that heals his allies. So it is single target basically. Yeah, so it is somewhat single target. Of course, if they're like full, then you can kill the person behind them. But yeah, so you have to have good target priority on who you're healing here. And then his right click is a damage orb. It does like somewhat splash, so you don't have to directly hit it, but yeah. His left shift is a free like positioning tool, so you can like wall climb and like you can get the high ground or like like dodge stuff. But yeah, you can and you will be hit because your dorsal fin is still up for hit. Like it still has a hitbox, so you can still attack the dorsal fin. But yeah, that's this character. And let's see what else. So his E boosts healing received. So if I put my E here and then it's gonna fix it up. Okay. Yeah, so it heals him much faster. It is kind of finicky, but if your teammates run through it, then they also get received increased healing. So yeah, pretty decent character if you can have good target priority. His Q is really good because it's like good for repositioning everyone. So he sucked in all of these people, and then you have 5 seconds to spit out enemies and spit out allies. So yeah, I spit them both out. Now this might like make for like some pretty funny plays if you can like shoot them off the map or everything. So yeah, don't troll games. Don't shoot your allies off the map, but like shoot your teammates off the don't shoot your teammates off the map. Sorry, shoot your enemies off the map. It's pretty funny. So that's this character in a nutshell. He's a pretty good all-rounder. Good for like poke comps that want to like spam and like reposition as much as possible, because if his E boosts healing, then like he's a good secondary healer with like Rocket Raccoon or something. So and Rocket Raccoon, as I already mentioned, is pretty good with these bunker like poke comps. So he's mediocre healing though because it is single target, so you can't like shift all over right. So it is like single target. You have to have good target priority. E combos well with Raccoon and other like burst healers like maybe Mantis. So overall, pretty good combo. And he's like good all-rounder if you want to like play like a kind of more fun character. So that was my in-depth kind of review of every strategist or support character in this game. I hope you enjoyed this video, found it useful, and maybe you know how to counter or play these better, and like know the situations in which you would pick them. Thank you so much for watching. Cybertron Laser out. See you in the next one.